Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another Beast Wars review, and that will be of Tarantulas in all of his creepy goodiness. Both versions. As always, I will be doing all the versions of the Beast War characters. My Tarantulas apparently has a little something on him. It's not dust. Anyways, a little information about Tarantulas. Tarantulas was the science officer, for lack of a better term, on the dark side. He was the Decepticon slash Predacon version of Spock. Actually, no, not really. Yes, he is the mad scientist on the dark side. Tarantulas is the ultimate definition of conniving, deceptive, backstabbing, even more so than the Pterosaur was in the Beast Wars. He was always plotting against Megatron, and he wasn't actually working for the Predacons at all. He was working for the Tripredacus Council as one of the agents. I hope I said that right. Again, it's been a while since I watched Beast Wars, but he worked for the Tripredacus Council, and he was one of their lieutenants. And towards the end of Season 3, he was kind of a rogue agent. He didn't really work for Megatron, although he did help him out from time to time. He was kind of on his own. He worked with Ravager, and his interest was really his own. Personality-wise, like I said, he's very conniving, deceptive, and he was a cannibal. He ate other Transformers. He ate animals. He ate well, anything he could get his hand on. If he had a chance to, he would find one of his opponents or even one of his friends, lock them up, suck the energy out of them, and then start eating them. He was a cannibal too. A very mad scientist, freaky cannibal-like, very Hannibal Lecter-like. And he even had those weird kind of mouths where he's like... very creepy. He's probably the Transformer that creeped me out the most when I was a kid. When I was 6, but... oh, God. Was it 6 when Beast Wars came out? What was it, 1996? I must have been... I was... Probably 9, yes. But, you know, Tarantulas, just an absolute scary character, but really a fun character. A character that's enjoyable. No big overarching story until the very end when he starts betraying Megatron and doing his thing his way. His own thing his way. He don't need no Megatron. But kind of, you know, he's always been planning things behind. Even goes so much as making Black Arachnia, and he's always had that weird fixation on her, which she did not return, trust me. So, powers and ability-wise, very smart individual. Despite how crazy and screwed up he is, pretty smart. And he's very agile, very limpy. He jumps from, you know, tree to tree. He has good acrobaticness, for lack of a better term. In his normal form, he had 2 weapons, his grappling hook slash gun, and then his machine gun legs. Yeah. In his second form, he had what best could be described as a magnum. And I'll get into that more later. So let's transform this bad boy, and it's not that hard. I actually took the string off of the gun. I don't know why. I think the string was bothering me. His transformation is pretty simple. Right to the point. One of the more basic transformations for a deluxe class. I forgot the exact wording that they use for it. Just move the arms out, flip the head down, and there we go. We have Tarantulas fully transformed in his robot mode. Let's spin that hand around so that we have something to grip his gun with. And put his gun here. I'll show you with him without the gun first. So here's Tarantulas. Very cool design, which is kind of funny because when I do my Black Arachnia review, I actually don't like the design for her. But for Tarantulas, the design is very good. You know, it's very creepy, very Decepticon slash Predacon-like, you know. Nothing screams creepiness more than a spider. I'm not creeped out by stuff. So spiders don't creep me out, but in general, they're creepy things. So I guess for some people, Tarantulas would have been really creepy. And Tarantulas is well known, along with Waspinator, as one of the characters that actually uses their mutant heads rather than their robot heads, which is right there. Black Arachnia is the robot head. He is the mutant head. Waspinator does the same. I think they're the only 2. Could be wrong. So the gun, you can either take off one of the legs and put a missile in there, like so, or you can do the grappling hook, or the, yeah, I don't know, I guess grappling hook's the best thing to call it, which I do. Let me actually give you a good look at that, and you see the Predacon symbol there on the gun. I don't know what it was, but I always liked his gun. I think because it had various different functions. You can do missiles on it, you can do grapples on it, you can do poison needles on it. You can do all these different kind of things, and I think that what made Tarantulas' gun so appealing was it was like a multi-tool gun. So here's Tarantulas. Pretty good basic figure. Switch around, but it's his Transmetal figure that really shines for me. I loved his Transmetal figure. Had to be pound for pound one of my favorite Transmetal figures. Really good looking. It, for the most part, resembles a spider. For the most part. And his alternate mode was kind of like a bike. Let me see if I can get this going. His wheels can be quite annoying, for lack of a better term, because they don't always want to work with you. And I don't think it's going to work with me today. But I will try. Give me one moment. I'm going to actually have to pause this to get the wheel going. Right after I paused it, I got it. This wheel is an absolute bitch to turn around, but that is his motorcycle slash doom buggy mode. I don't know if you would call it a motorcycle. Go-kart. Dinobot rode him like a go-kart, but I guess a motorcycle for lack of a better term. Let me hold it there. Not really impressive, but not really bad. It actually kind of looks like a vehicle if you got rid of the legs. So yeah, let's actually get into the transformation. And let's see if I can do this by memory. Let's see if I can actually pull this off without actually having to pause it. Because his Transmetal transformation I don't think was hard. I think it was just a matter of moving everything in the right place at the right time and not screwing yourself over with it. Because I tend to screw myself over with a lot of stuff. That's like my MO. Screwing myself over. I'm just kind of blabbering right now while I transform, focusing more on what goes where and how it goes. Okay, the arms should move like ah ha 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 ha. Oh, I forgot another weapon. He also has those rocket launchers. Completely forgot about those. And then move that around here. Bring the legs down. Hey, they're playing our song. I think I finally got them. There we go. Look at that. It wasn't even that long either. I knew I didn't have to pause it. There is Tarantulas fully transformed in his robot mode. And let me just say, it is a beautiful looking figure. Probably the best, one of the best Transmetal figures, or Transmetal designs. Very true to his original form, but modified and better looking. And hey, he's got hands! He doesn't have a claw! I almost snorted there. He has his missile launchers here, and then he has this, which could be best known as a magnum. I like to call it a magnum because it does as much damage. It shot Dinobot in the shoulder and practically took half his shoulder out. And when he spins it, it sounds like a magnum revolver when you're spinning it. So you can promptly put that in his hand, and there you go. So yeah, so that is Tarantulas fully transformed in his robot mode. And I have to say, this Tarantulas has to be one of my favorite figures. It is, I promise I won't kiss it, but it is a great looking figure. I love it. I really do. It's hard to get your hands on the original. However, if you want to, I think there is a Japanese re-release where the colors are slightly different, but it is still a good-looking figure. I think it's just a lighter purple and then maybe a darker green or something. So it's a slightly different, but still a good-looking figure. Mine is in pretty good condition, too. I got this used on eBay. It must have been from a collector because there is no wear and tear. So yes, Tarantulas, great character, great figure, love it. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.